She used to wake up in a silent race, fixing every flaw on her face, like beauty was a way to stay safe from everything life might say. She learned to speak in careful tone, like softness had to stay unknown. But even calm can start to shake when it carries more than it can take. And she thought that love meant holding tight, even when it didn't feel right. So something in her finally knew there was nothing left to prove. No crown required to be enough. No woman needed to call it love. She doesn't have to hold it in to show where she's been. If her tears begin to fall, they are not failure at all. They're just the truth coming through of a heart that stayed true. She used to measure strength by never breaking, even when her soul was aching. But silence is a heavy load when you're walking down that road. Now she lets herself be seen, not polished, not pristine. And somehow in that honesty, she finds her dignity. No more pretending she's fine, no more crossing every line. She lets the quiet fall away and hears what it has to say. No crown required to be enough. No woman needed to call it love. She doesn't have to hold it in to show where she's been. If her tears begin to fall, they are not failure at all. They're just the truth coming through of a heart that stayed true. Strength was only standing still. She would never learn to feel, but healing lives inside the cracks when nothing ever holds her back. And every scar she used to hide now stands right by her side. No crown required to be enough. No pretending she's tough. She doesn't need to hide within to know she can begin. Her voice begins to break. It's the most honest thing she makes. She's not less for what she's through. She's more because she's true. No crown, no fight, just her stepping into light. She used to hold her breath through every day, like feeling was a price she had to pay, smiling just to keep the world at ease, while her soul was learning how to freeze. She knew the lines of I'm alright by heart, even when it tore her world apart. But no one asked what lived behind her eyes, the story she was trained to hide. And she thought that softness was a flaw, something fragile she should ignore, till the night became too honest to defend. And she met herself again She kept her heart on armored bed, let the truth breathe in the air. No more pretending she's fine, no more crossing every line. If her tears begin to fall, they are not weakness after all. They are proof she still can feel that something broken learns to heal. She used to think survival meant control, locking every echo in her soul. But peace was never meant to be contained. It grows where honesty remains. Now she listens when a silence speaks, and all the places she was weak, and finds a voice she never knew was there, soft but brave enough to care. No more wearing calm as disguise, no more quiet compromise. She lets the truth come rushing in, and lets it sit beneath her skin. She kept her heart an armored bear, let the truth breathe in the air. No more pretending she's fine, no more crossing every line. If her tears begin to fall, they are not weakness after all. They are proof she still can feel that something broken learns to heal. If strength was never breaking down, she would still be wearing a crown made of silence, made of pain, never knowing she could change. But now she knows what freedom means. It lives between the in-between. She kept her heart an armored free, and finally became she. No longer hiding what she is, no longer living just to resist. If her voice begins to shake, it's the sound of what it takes to turn survival into life and step into her life. You can feel, you can stay. You are not lost, you are okay. She started every morning like a vow to never let him see her breaking down. Kept her voice in perfect control, like feelings were a place she couldn't go. She learned to smile on borrowed time, while her truth stood in the quiet line. But even steady hands grow tired when they're always reaching higher. And she thought that holding on so tight was the only way to survive. To something that whispered low, it's okay to let it go. So she put her strength down for a while, let her guard fall out of style. No more proving she's okay, and no more pushing pain away. If her tears begin to rise, she won't ask them to disguise. She's not weak for what she feels, she's just finally real. call it silence being strong, even when it's stretched too long. But strength without a place to breathe turns into something she can't leave. Now she lets the moment stay, doesn't rush it all away. And in that stillness she can find a softer state of mind. No more standing like a wall, built to never let her fall. She lets the weight come crashing through and sees what it can do. So she put her strength down for a while, stop pretending with a smile. No more acting like she's fine, no more drawing every line. If her voice begins to break, it's the most honest sound she makes. She's not losing who she is, she's real. Remembering this, if survival was the goal, she forgot her own soul. But healing isn't standing tall, it's letting something fall. And every piece she used to hide now stands gently by her side. She put her strength down for a while and rediscovered her own style. Not the version built on pain, oh, not the one that stayed the same. If her tears begin to show, it's just proof she's letting go. She's not broken, she is whole, coming back into her soul. Rest, you can rest. You don't have to be your best. She wakes up with the weight still in her chest, like sleep forgot to give her rest. Every corner of her thoughts feels tight, like holding on too long tonight. She speaks in tones the world won't question, hiding every honest confession. But behind the rhythm of her day, something human starts to sway. No one saw the way she learned to cope, turning silence into hope. But even silence starts to break when it can't escape the ache. This is where the softness survived, in the places she kept alive. No longer buried under pride, no need to run or hide. If her voice begins to bend, it's only proof she can mend. Nothing in her falls apart, it's just the opening of her heart. She carried names of things unsaid, resting heavy inside her head. Every smile was carefully made to keep the deeper truth delayed. But time has a way of turning slow into something she can finally know. Not every wound is meant to stay, some are meant to fade away. And the mirror doesn't ask her to pretend, it simply lets her start again. No expectation, she never chose becomes the way her freedom grows. This is where the softness survived, where she finally feels alive, not defined by what she hides, but by what she lets inside. If her voice begins to bend, it's how she learns to transcend. Nothing in her falls apart, it's just the opening of her heart. Still here, still real, nothing lost, just how she heals. Still here. You can fall, you can stay. You are not less for this way. She learned to stand like nothing pulled her down, even when the world kept spinning loud. Every morning, same rehearsed reply, a polished truth that wasn't quite a lie. She carried fine like it was armor-made to keep the deeper hurt delayed. But silence has a way of growing weight until it asks you to break. And she thought that bending meant defeat, so she locked her pain beneath her feet, till one night it rose inside her chest and refused to stay suppressed. Let her knees touch the ground for a while, let her lose that practice smile. There's no failure in the fall when she finally feels it all. If her voice begins to shake, it's a truth she doesn't fake. She's not weaker than before, she's just honest at her core. She used to think that healing meant control, like holding every fragment of the soul. But even glass can learn to breathe when it stops pretending to be. Now she lets the quiet speak her name without defending what remains. And slowly in the breaking light, she learns she's still alright. No more standing made of stone, no more carrying it alone. She lets the hidden flood unfold and feels the warmth return to cold. Let her knees touch the ground for a while, let her cry without denial. No disgrace in what she shows, it's how something real grows. If her tears begin to fall, they are not lost at all. They are proof she still can feel that she is finally real. If strength was never feeling pain, she would never heal again. But courage lives inside release, not in forced peace. And every crack she used to hide now lets the light step inside. Let her knees touch the ground, it's okay. She is learning a new way, not to her own home. You can fall, you can stay. You are not less for this way. She learned to move through days without a sound, like standing still was safer on the ground. Every answer carefully composed, so nothing deeper would be exposed. She wore her calm like second skin, hiding everything within. But even stillness starts to fray when it's been holding too much weight. And she thought that peace meant staying whole, never letting feelings show, till something quiet inside her broke and turned into a voice she spoke. She doesn't need to be unshaken to prove her heart is awakened. If she falls apart, it's still her truth, not something she has to lose. Let the tears fall where they may, they don't take her worth away. She's not fragile, she is real, and that's exactly how she heals. She used to think that strength was never bending, never questioning or ending. But even iron learns to change when it's pressed too long by pain. Now she listens when her silence sighs, instead of turning from her eyes. And slowly, piece by gentle piece, she finds a kind of inner peace. No more holding back her breath, no more quieting what's left. She lets the hidden parts unfold and stops pretending she is cold. She doesn't need to be unshaken to prove her heart is awakened. If she falls apart, it's still her truth, not something she has to lose. Let the tears fall where they may, they don't take her worth away. She's not fragile, she is real, and that's exactly how she heals. Oh, if strength was only never breaking, she would never know what's worth making. Every crack let something in that she can build again. And what she thought was falling down was her soul touching ground. She doesn't need to be unshaken, she is already awakened. No more hiding what she feels, no more denying what is real. Let the tears become her way to survive another day. She's not lost, she is revealed, and that's exactly how she heals. It's okay to not be strong. You were never meant to hold it all. Mm. She carried mornings like unfinished prayers, with quiet hope hidden under stairs. Every word she chose with care, like truth was something rare. She learned to move without a trace, to keep the world from seeing her face. But even silence starts to speak when it runs too deep. And she thought that holding meant staying whole, even when it bent her soul to something in her finally broken, turned into a softer note. She let the weight become wind, let it lift her from within. No more fighting what she feels, no more hiding what is real. If her voice begins to fall, it's the truest sound of all. She's not fragile, she is free, and finally letting herself be. She used to measure strength by never crying, even when her heart was quietly dying. But pain ignored will only grow into something you can't control. Now she sits with every scar, like they've never gone too far, and listens when they start to say they were never meant to stay. No more armor made of pride, no more pushing truth aside. She lets the silence break in two, and here's what's honest and true. She let the weight become wind to stop pretending she's immune within. No more holding back her tears, no more shrinking from her fears. If her voice begins to shake, it's the bravest thing she makes. She's not broken, she is real, and that's exactly how she heals. If strength was never falling down, she would still be wearing that crown. But healing is a different view of what it means to go through. And every piece she thought was gone was just where she could belong. She let the weight become wind, and finally let life begin. No more hiding what she knows, no more forcing how it goes. If her tears begin to fall, she won't stop them after all. She's not lost in what she feels, she's becoming let go. You are more than you used to know. She used to greet the day with silent wars, locking every feeling behind closed doors, smiling like nothing ever weighed her down. While her heart was learning how to drown, she mastered the art of I'll be fine, even when the cracks were hard to hide. But no one asked what it cost her soul. to always be the one in control. And she thought that pain was something to ignore, keep it buried deeper than before, till one night she couldn't play pretend, and everything inside her bent. That's when she finally stopped holding it all, let herself tremble, let herself fall. No shame in the way her voice broke free, no guilt in the girl she chose to be. Soft like rain after burning skies, real like true she couldn't disguise. She didn't lose, she learned to begin when she stopped holding it all within. She used to think that strength meant never bend, always being the one who could pretend. But healing doesn't ask for perfect lines, it grows in the spaces you decline. Now she sits with every untold scar and finds they never went too far. They were just waiting patiently for her to finally let them be. No more armor made of pride and fear, no more silence she had to hear. She lets the weight fall to the ground and makes a softer kind of sound. That's when she finally stopped holding it all, let herself tremble, let herself fall. No shame in the way her voice broke free, no guilt in the girl she chose to be. Soft like rain after burning skies, real like true she couldn't disguise. She didn't lose, she learned to begin when she stopped holding it all within. If strength was only standing tall, she never learned to feel at all. But now she knows what power means, not hiding cracks, but letting them breathe in. And every tear she never showed becomes the light she now can hold. That's when she finally stopped holding it all and found herself beyond the fall, no longer hiding what she feels within. She learned that's where she'd always been. Soft like dawn after endless night, not broken, just returning to life. She didn't lose, she learned to begin when she stopped holding it all within. You're allowed to come undone. Even then, you're still someone. She used to fold her feelings into silence, like softness was a form of defiance. Every day she wore a careful disguise, hiding notions behind steady eyes. She mastered the art of staying composed, even when her spirit almost closed. But no one taught her heart how to release what it held in the name of peace. And she believed that letting go would mean she had nowhere to go, till the night revealed what she denied, and truth stepped in where she used to hide. Her tears learned the language of light, falling without asking what is right. No longer ashamed of what they say, they found a softer way. She'd to think endurance was the goal, carrying everything without control. But even the strongest hands can tire from holding unspoken fire. Now she listens to what she once ignored, the quiet knocking at her core. And slowly, piece by honest piece, she meets a version more at ease. No more hiding what she knows, no more pretending it just goes. She lets her inner world unfold in color she was never told. Her tears learn the language of light, no longer running from the night. They don't break her, they set her free from who she thought she had to be. She doesn't need to harden her name to prove she can weather the rain. There's power in the way she bends and still begins again. If healing sounds like trembling air, like learning how to breathe with care, then she is not lost in the fall. She's becoming whole through it all. Every drop she once held in tight turns into something close to life. Her tears learn the language of light and turn her sorrow into flight. No longer buried, no longer small. She lets herself feel it all. She doesn't need to fight to survive. She's learning what it means to be alive. And in the space where pain has been, she finds herself again. Let it fall, let it show. This is how you grow. She learned to move like nothing touched her skin, like quiet was the place she lived within. Every morning she rehearsed her role of someone always in control. She smiled through what she couldn't say, let her feelings fade away. But even silence starts to weigh when it carries too much pain. And she thought that grace meant staying still, even when it broke her will. So something in her finally knew she didn't have to keep it all held through. She doesn't ask permission to heal, doesn't question what she feels. If her voice begins to bend, it's just the way she starts again. No apology for being undone, no shame in what she's become. She's learning strength can also be the way she sets herself free. The way she sets herself free. She used to think the scars should disappear, like healing meant they never reappear. But now she sees them differently, it's part of her history. She talks to every broken part like they never left her heart. And slowly in that gentle tone, she stops feeling so alone. No more hiding in composed disguise, no more swallowing every cry. She lets the truth come flooding in, becoming who she's meant to be. No rules, no shame, just her learning her name. She woke up where the silence used to stay, counting all the things she couldn't say. Every mirror held a stranger's face, smiling through a hollow kind of grace. She built a world I'm I can handle more, even when it cut her to the core. But strength can turn into a heavy chain when no one sees the hidden pain. So she kept it all behind her teeth, like love was something she could never keep, until the night became too loud to ignore, and she couldn't fake it anymore. She let the quiet win for once, let the tears fall unjudged, undone. No more fighting what she feels within, no more pretending where she's been. Soft doesn't mean she's losing ground, it's just the way she's healing now. And in the breaking something new begins when she lets the quiet win. She used to think that pain was meant to hide, lock it up and swallow every tide. But the heart remembers what it knows, even when you tell it, don't let go. Now she breathing slower, lighter air, like she's finally allowed to care, not for others first, but for her soul, learning she can still be whole. No applause for being torn in two, no reward for pushing through, just a girl who chose to stay instead of run away. She let the quiet win for once, let the tears fall unjudged, undone. No more fighting what she feels within, no more pretending where she's been. Soft doesn't mean she's losing ground, it's just the way she's healing now. And in the breaking something new begins when she lets the quiet win. If courage ever felt like pain, she's done surviving just the same. Now she learns a different way to be okay. And every crack they used to shame becomes the place she calls her name. She let the quiet win for once, and somehow still became someone. Not less, not lost, not giving in, just finally living in her skin. Soft doesn't mean she's losing ground, it's just the way she's healing now. And in the breaking something new begins when she lets the quiet win. It's okay to feel again. You're not broken, you're becoming. She woke up with the weight still in her chest, like sleep forgot to do its best. Every thought was carefully contained, so no one would notice the strain. She learned to smile at the right time, even when nothing felt aligned. But holding on became a way to disappear into a version that felt unclear. And she thought that silence kept her safe from everything she couldn't face, till the quiet turned into a sound she could no longer push down. It was the day she stopped apologizing for feeling, stopped pretending she was always healing, let the truth rise up through her voice, like it finally had a choice. No more shrinking just to be enough, no more calling pain being tough. She's not less for what she lets be seen. She's more than she's ever been. She used to measure strength by what she hides, locking every tear inside. But even walls begin to learn what it means to slowly burn. Now she listens when her heart speaks low, in the places she used to go, and finds a softness she forgot was there, waiting patiently somewhere. No more rules about how she should be, no more forced serenity. She lets the cracks become a door to something honest at her core. It was the day she stopped apologizing for feeling, stopped pretending she was always healing, let the truth rise up through her voice, like it finally had a choice. No more shrinking just to be enough, no more calling pain being tough. She's not less for what she lets be seen. She's more than she's ever been. Her strength was never bending low, she'd never learned what's real to know. Every tear she used to fight turns into her guiding light. And what she thought was breaking down was her soul touching ground. It was the day she stopped apologizing for feeling, started trusting what she's healing. No more hiding in the name of pride, no more running from inside. She's not fragile, she is free in her most honest memory. And every breath she takes again is where she starts to live again. Feel it, don't hide. You are not wrong for being alive. She used to measure love by what she could endure. Silent nights, heavy heart, pretending she's unsure. Every stay strong, carved deeper in her skin, till strength felt like a place she couldn't live in. She learned to laugh when nothing felt okay, to hide the storm she carried through each day. But even diamonds start as fragile stone, and she forgot she's not made to be alone. Now she's standing where the echoes fade, wondering if she was ever truly safe. But something in her starts to shift and say, you don't have to disappear to stay. Glass can break too when the light comes in. never got back. But time doesn't punish what it breaks. It teaches hearts the space they take. Now she's learning how to rest her name without guilt, without blaming. For the first time she can see her gentleness is not defeat. No more hiding in a painted smile, no more running every endless mile. She lets the silence hold her whole and feels it warm her broken soul. Glass can breathe too when the light comes in. Shattered hearts still know where healing begins. You don't have to hold it all inside. Even warriors are allowed to cry. Let your voice shake, let your guard fall through. There's no shame in what you've been through. Soft is not the opposite of strong. It's the place where you If the world told you to never break, that was never theirs to take. Every tear you never let be seen was a seed for what you mean. And now you rise, not like before, but more yourself than evermore. Glass can breathe too when the light comes in. Even endings can become beginnings. You don't have to wear that endless fight to deserve a softer life. Let your heart speak, let it be true. Nothing in you is broken through. Soft is not the opposite of strong. It's the place where you belong. Breathe, you're still here, and that's enough. Yeah. She used to silence every trembling thought, like feeling was a lesson she was never taught. Smiling through the weight she carried well, while no one ever noticed when she fell. She built her days on careful, quiet lines, hiding all the places she declined. But even walls can start to feel the strain when they've been standing in the rain. And she thought staying home and never bend, never showing where the edges end, till the night became too honest to ignore, and she couldn't hold it anymore. She didn't break, she opened wide, let the truth come back inside. No longer perfect, no longer small, just finally feeling it all. Soft like dawn after endless night, still standing but more alive. She didn't lose, she found her way when she let herself not be okay. She used to call her silence being strong, even when it lasted far too long. But strength can also be a cage when it never learns to change. Now she lets her guard dissolve in time. No apology, no grand design, just a heart that's learning how to trust the parts of her she used to hush. No more hiding what she used to fear, no more pretending pain disappears. She lets it breathe, she lets it show, and somehow starts to grow. She didn't break, she opened wide, let the truth come back inside. No longer perfect, no longer small, just finally feeling be okay. If healing looks like coming apart, then she's rebuilding from the heart. Every tear she once denied is a light she holds inside. And what she thought was falling through was just becoming something true. She didn't break, she opened wide and let the storm come out of hide. No longer hiding what she calls her own, no longer carrying it alone. Soft like truth she couldn't fake, beautiful in every shade. She didn't lose, she found her way when she let herself not be okay. You can open, you can stay, you are not less for feeling this way. She woke up in a room full of quiet pain, like yesterday still running through her veins. Every breath felt carefully arranged to keep the world from seeing change. She learned to answer "I'm okay" so well, even when her eyes would start to tell. But no one ever paused long enough to notice she was holding up. And she thought that strength meant never bend, never showing where she ends, till the night asked her to confess what she had been suppressing best. She let herself be human again, not just the version they understand. No more hiding what she feels inside, no more running from the tide. Think the pain was meant to stay, locked away where it couldn't stray. But healing doesn't follow rules, it moves through broken parts and fuels. And now she sits with what she used to fear and lets it all just disappear. Not by force, but by release, like learning how to breathe in peace. No more choosing vulnerability, and every scar she used to hide now stands with her, not outside. She let herself be human again and found her way back to within. No more fighting what she feels is true, no more trying to be unbreakable too. If her voice begins to fade, it's the problem. without a sound, like even hope should stay underground. Every step was carefully drawn, so nothing inside her could go wrong. She mastered the art of staying still, even when it bent her will. But holding on can slowly blur the truth of who you were. And she thought that softness was a flaw, something she should hide and ignore, till the night made everything collide and she couldn't run and hide. She is soft enough to survive, still standing, still alive. No need to turn her tears to stone to prove she stands alone. If her voice begins to shake, it's our truth she doesn't fake. She's not fragile, she is real, and that's exactly how she heals. She used to think that strength meant never break, never showing what it takes. But even steel can learn to bend and still become whole again. Now she listens to her quiet pain without pushing it away again, and finds a rhythm in her chest that finally lets her rest. No more hiding what she feels, no more broken silent tears. She lets the truth begin to rise and meet her in her eyes. She is soft enough to survive, not just surviving, but alive. No need to bury what she's known, she's finally her own. If her tears begin to fall, they are not weakness at all. They are proof she still can feel, and that she's finally real. If strength was only standing tall, she would never feel at all. But healing lives in letting go of what she used to know. And every scar she used to hide now stands gently by her side. She is soft enough to survive, and that is how she stays alive. No more pretending she is fine, no more crossing every line. If her voice begins to break, it's the most honest thing she makes. She's not lost in what she feels, she's becoming real. Soft, still strong, she was never wrong. She learned to walk through storms without a sound, like falling wasn't something she was allowed. Every I'm fine was stitched into her skin, a quiet way to keep the world from looking in. She wore resilience like a second name, never stopping, never showing pain. But even statues start to feel the rain when no one sees the weight they contain. And And she thought that breaking meant defeat, so she kept her heart beneath her feet. Till one night, alone with her reflection, she heard the truth inside her breathing. Even the brave need soft places to land. Trembling heads still deserve a hand. You don't have to turn your tears to stone to prove that you can stand alone. Let your voice be more than "I'm okay." Let it shake in its own way. There's no shame in coming undone before you learn to rise as one. Before you learn to rise as one. She used to silence every cry inside, call it strength, call it getting by. But healing speaks in a different tone. It says, you were never meant alone. Now she lets the world see fragments heal, not polished lies, but what is real. And slowly in the wreckage of her past, she learns a peace that holds at last. No more wearing armor made of pride, no more running from what's inside. She lets the night fall where it may, and finds herself in what remains. Even the brave need soft places to land. Trembling heads still deserve a hand. You don't have to turn your tears to stone to prove that you can stand alone. Let your voice be more than "I'm okay." Let it shake in its own way. There's no shame in coming undone before you learn to rise as one. If strength was only never breaking, she would never know what's worth saving. Every crack becomes a door to something truer than before. And what she thought was falling apart was just the opening of her heart. Even the brave need soft places to land. Not every wound demands a stand. You don't have to hide the truth you own to prove you're made of solid bone. Let the tears fall where they are. They don't erase who you are. There's beauty in what comes undone before you learn to rise as one. It's okay to not be strong. You were never meant to hold it all alone. You can cry, you can stay. You are still whole anyway. She learned to speak in quiet tones of "I'm okay," while her hands were holding back the break of day. Every promise she made to never fall was just a way to stand without feeling small. She carried names of storms she never chose, wore her calm like a coat nobody knows. But inside there was a river pressed too tight, waiting for a place to learn what's right. And no one ever told her it was fine to pause the war inside her mind, to stop pretending she's made of stone and let her heart come home. You don't need to prove the sky is wide or hide the tears you keep inside. Even mountains learn to bend with time. Even fire learns to be kind. So let it out, don't lock that healing and control, keeping every fractured piece in a row. But peace doesn't live in perfect lines, it lives where honesty aligns. No, now she sits with the parts she used to fear, lets them speak, lets them appear, and slowly, like a dawn she didn't chase, she finds a softer kind of grace. No more hiding what she's been through, no more pretending she's bulletproof. She lets the silence say her name without shame. You don't need to prove the sky is wide or hide the tears you keep inside. Even mountains learn to bend with time, even fire learns to be kind. So let it out, don't lock it away. There's nothing wrong with what you feel today. Strong doesn't mean you never fall apart, it means you still have a beating heart. And if the world ever told you don't break, you never knew what healing takes. Every crack is just a door to something you were made for. Let the night hear your release. Let it turn into your peace. You don't need to prove the sky is wide or bury what you hold inside. Even rivers change their course in time, even scars can realize. So breathe it in, let the truth remain. You were never meant to carry pain. Strong is not the absence of scars, it's learning who you are. You can cry, you can stay, you are still whole anyway. You can cry. She used to measure love by what she could survive, staying quiet just to feel alive. Every I'm okay was carefully rehearsed, like saying less could make it hurt less. She walked through days with a steady face, while everything inside was out of place. But no one saw the way she held so tight behind her calm, obedient light. And she thought that breaking was a sign that she had crossed some final line, till silence turned into a cry she could no longer deny. She learned to stay, not to harden her soul, to let the river finally flow. No shame in the way her voice can shake, no guilt in the choices she makes. Soft is not the opposite of strong, it's the place where she belongs. And every tear she lets descend is how she begins again. She used to think that healing and control, holding every fractured part of a whole. But peace doesn't live in perfect design, it grows where she stops the climb. Now she sits with what she used to hide and doesn't turn away this time. There's a quiet truth she can finally hear in the space where she once felt fear. No more more pretending she's made of steel. No more denying what she feels. She lets her guarded walls dissolve and watches how they softly fall. She learned to stay, not too hard in her soul, to let the river finally flow. No shame in the way her voice can shake, no guilt in the choices she makes. Soft is not the opposite of strong. It's the place where she belongs, and every tear she lets descend is how she begins again. If strength was only standing still, she would never learn to heal. Every crack becomes a door to something real at her core. And what she thought was falling apart was just her returning to her heart. She learned to stay, not to harden her soul, and let the quiet take control. No longer hiding what she feels inside, no longer needing to divide. Soft is not the opposite of strong. It's the place she's known all along, and every breath she takes again is where she begins again. Feel you are not less, you are real. She walks like thunder hiding in her skin. Silent war, she never lets the daylight in. Every smile is a story she won't tell. Every I'm fine is a guarded little spell. She learned to stand when no one held her hand, built a castle out of broken shifting sand. But in the mirror when the lights go down, she hears her heart make the only honest sound. And she wonders if softness is a sin, if letting go means losing where she's been. But every scar is just a line of proof that even shattered hearts still find their truth. It's okay to fall apart sometimes, to let the tears rewrite your lives. You don't have to be made of steel to prove your strength is real. Even roses break through stone, even the strong don't grow alone. So if the night is pulling you under, let it rain, let it thunder. You're still whole in your surrender. She's been the anchor for 1,000 storms, wearing courage like a second form. But no one told her in the fight to survive that healing means staying alive inside. So she folds her armor on the floor just to breathe without a warrant. For the first time in a while, she lets herself now wear a smile. And the silence doesn't feel so cold when she stops pretending she is made of gold. Even broken light can softly shine through the cracks she used to hide. It's okay softness exists. It's okay to fall apart sometimes, to let the tears rewrite your lines. You don't have to be made of steel to prove your strength is real. Even roses break through stone, even the strong don't grow alone. So when your heart feels like thunder, don't you dare disappear under. You are healing in your surrender. So cry if you need to cry. You're still divine, you're still alive.